And then as we're doing that, my favorite SEL curriculum website, one of them is called De-Stress Monday, but we really want to de-stress every day of the week. And I feel like we need a lot of love these days. So this heart image is timed so that you are doing diaphragmatic breathing, which means you're able to calm your amygdala and your stress response. So as it gets smaller, we're going to do 3 deep breaths. Here we go. All right, thank you for taking that moment to calm ourselves before we embark on the very important work of improving all of our parenting skills. This is our Until We Meet Again from last week. And this was about looking at the zones of regulation and mapping those across your week to help you recognize the ebb and flow of what's happening for your child in terms of their behavior. And then being able to pinpoint some strategies that support your child to regulate when they're in those red zones or blue zones. And then thinking about your own toolbox. Every meeting we have with parents, we try to remind them, like when you get on an airplane, they always say, put your oxygen mask on first before you help your child. And so it's a really good visual to help you remember that if you're not feeling okay, it's really hard to support your child. And then 4 articles there or 2 articles, and then the 2 checklists to help you with that as a strategy. When we did the poll a couple of weeks ago, the #1 requested topic was positive discipline strategies. And so today we're going to focus a little bit on that. And the topics we'll cover today quite briefly with some tools from positive discipline are slowing down, having a plan before you get into a sticky situation with your child or children, encouragement. We know that a discouraged child is more prone to misbehavior. So what can we do to encourage positive behavior in our children? Our ability as parents to deal with discomfort when we are trying to make those behavior and support our children in behavior changes. And then also consistency. We know that all of us need consistency in order to create and maintain long-lasting behavioral change. There's research out there that says it can be between 30 days and 6 weeks of consistent practice in any given area to see long-lasting change. And it's no different with our children and how we parent. So our first tool that I want to explore today a little bit is eye to eye. I think what I hear from parents a lot during this time of distance learning is we are all over our homes and different spaces as our children are learning and moving about the house. And there's a tendency to call out to your children or perhaps even correct misbehavior between siblings by shouting at them, maybe not because you're upset, but because they're in another part of the house. And so that diminishes the effect of what it is that you want to say to your child. We're also trying to teach our children about respect and showing respect towards anyone that they're speaking with. And so for us, it's about modeling. And so this tool is just simply called eye to eye. It's a tool for parents to slow down, which is to pause and think about what is it that I need to say to my child, to walk over to them and to get down at their eye level so that you're able to be there with them, not above them as the authoritarian or not below them as the, but to be there as their at their level so that you can confirm that they are actually listening to you. So that it's also when we are closer to our children, we're less likely to raise our voice and we're more likely to be able to show empathy and affection toward our child in that moment. So that's one thing I would suggest this week or over the next 5 to 7 days, especially since we have a long weekend, is trying eye to eye. So pausing, walking over to your child and delivering the correction or the comment that you want to make to them. This positive discipline tool is about slowing down and also having a plan. And so this is about curiosity questions. Oftentimes we tell our children what they need to do. And really, as we've all done an excellent job of raising our children to be independent thinkers and problem solvers, we want to give them a little bit of the shared responsibility for behavior change. And so instead of saying, you didn't do this, you didn't do this, you didn't do this, the question is, well, what do you need to do to be ready? So you have to be on your Zoom at 8:30 this morning. What is it that you need to do to be ready to sit down in front of that screen in order to make it to morning meeting? And then talk through with your child maybe what that looks like, because your understanding of what needs to get done and their understanding of what needs to get done may be very different. And that's a good place to come together and discuss the actual plan and what it needs to look like. When children spill things, this is the second one, or they make a mess, or they do something like that. Oftentimes parents jump in to solve the problem for them. Here's how you should solve this problem. This is what you need to do. Go get this, do this, do this. And if no one's going to get hurt, it's a great time for a teachable moment with your child, which is to say, this happened. What do you think we should do about that? And really see what your child's understanding is of problem solving at that developmental stage. And then, of course, you can help them with that problem solving, but you've given them the opportunity to be capable and competent of problem solving on their own. Yeah, it's talking about the plan beforehand and thinking about those questions that you can ask your child rather than being the oracle and the font of all knowledge in your house, because that helps our children become more independent. This is the encouragement part. Compliments, compliments, compliments. I think it's one of the things that teachers are missing the most about being in physical proximity to students, is that we are able to deliver a multitude of compliments and encouragements to our students in a very short span of time when we are with them in a space where we can see them physically acting and speaking. And so it's really a frustration point for us to not be able to do that. But that means that parents get the added benefit of being able to do that even more at home. And so it's about recognizing what your child is doing well and noting that and commenting on that. And that's different than praise. I've linked an article at the end of this session on the difference between encouragement and compliments and praise. It's nice to have that distinction between the two. And kids that feel encouraged, they always want more encouragement. We're all like flowers, and we tend to lean towards the sunshine because it fills us up, and we want more of that. As teachers, we often think about one negative comment for every 5. We have sort of a 1-to-5 ratio. Changes with the different research, but we always try, if we have a correction that we have to make for a child, we always try and surround it with at least 5 pieces of compliment, 5 things that the child is doing well, so that we bolster that, so that they want to, they're motivated to make more behavior change. While I'm moving on, because I'm always the one doing a lot of talking, if you can think about a time in this past week that you've actually complimented your child and pop that into the chat, that would be great. For us as parents as well, it's always nice to hear how we're supporting our children, and that kind of bolsters us in our community of not feeling alone, and universalizing our experience of parenting, especially as parents of students at UNIS and living in Vietnam during this pandemic. This can be a pretty difficult tool for many parents to follow, and this is avoid pampering. And what I've noticed also with many families during the lockdown is that there is a certain amount of guilt that we are all feeling for not being able to provide our children with a level of normalcy that we're all used to. And that means being able to send them to school, because that is completely out of our control. Being able to plan for family holidays. Many people aren't able to leave the country to go back to their home countries and see their families. Many people aren't able to plan ahead. So we're feeling a shortfall of being able to provide consistent consistent experiences for our kids that bring them joy and bring us joy. And so what can happen is that then we start to pamper them, which means we stop expecting them to do things for themselves that they can, and we start overdoing things for them instead. So instead of asking your child to pick up after themselves, maybe you just think, oh, I'll just do that for them because it's been a rough day and they had so much time on Zoom. Or you know what, I won't expect them to make their breakfast this morning. I'll just take care of those things. And so again, there's a difference between doing something nice for your child and pampering them so that they don't have to do those things for themselves, and build that belief that they are capable human beings and that they can take care of things. And so that's really number 3. Children feel capable when they learn that they can survive the ups and downs of life. And I think we can all agree in this Zoom room and beyond that the ups and downs of life right now are pretty much like one of the scariest roller coasters we can ever imagine going on if you're an amusement park fan. And so we really need to instill in our children that they are capable of navigating these things. And that goes back to the routines that Danny had spoken about several weeks ago. If we stick to our routines and our high expectations for our children, they will be able to meet those expectations and continue to develop their resilience and belief in themselves to be able to solve problems. I see that someone, Josh, I think I need to use this one. I like how you listened to your sister. So that probably took you less than 3 seconds to deliver. And yet for one of your children, that probably bolstered their behavior a little bit and their belief in themselves to be able to listen to their siblings and possibly their parents and beyond. Calvin and Hobbes, he manages to find one that hits the nail on the head for every session. So let's take a look at this for just a minute. And so sometimes the best parenting advice that anybody can give is to remember that you have a wealth of tools and that you know your children better than anybody else, and that it can be the fun part of parenting to tell your child that they are going to turn into a mutant to get them to eat their green veggies. And I hope over the next 4-day weekend that you find some moments for joy and happiness and fun and release, because we will not have school that we need to think about for those 4 days, and that will bolster us for the rest of our semester. Today we'll send out an email with these so that you're able to click through. So your homework is pretty simple. Just try one of those 4 positive discipline strategies from this week. And Josh's example of the 30-second compliment followed by a mini celebration won't take too much time out of a day, and will go miles with your child. I've put in articles from the Positive Discipline website on each of these 4 areas. They go into much greater detail than I did here today. And then the first resource is the Positive Discipline website itself. They have links to many different translated versions of Positive Discipline. It's an ebook. There are books that you can get physically. And then there are Positive Discipline chapters in many countries around the world. There happens to be one here in Vietnam as well. And we have some of those Vietnamese translations in our school library and our parenting section. So it's another way to reinforce the tools that we've talked about today and think about until we meet up again next week. I appreciate the people that have come, and I hope you have a wonderful 4-day weekend.
Thanks for joining us, everyone. Nice to see you. Take care.
Thank you.